Did you know that dogs see the world in slow motion? That humans are some of the biggest things in the universe? And that the Earth is actually flat? Intrigued? Oh, I'll bet you are. So let's dive straight in and explore 5 mind-blowing facts that sound like BS, but are actually true. Starting at number 5, the Earth is flat. Oh, geez, not you two strange mysteries. Surely you don't believe the world is flat, do you? Well, yes, we do. Because it is. And that's a fact. Comparatively speaking. Kinda. Let's explain. In this instance, we're not talking about the shape of the Earth because anyone with half a brain knows our world is round. And a little bit pear-shaped. Despite what Shaq says. No. We're talking about the Earth's surface, and it turns out that, compared to most objects, the surface of our world is as flat and smooth as a baby's behind. Everest is our highest peak at 8.9 kilometers above sea level, with the Mariana Trench our lowest at 10.9 kilometers below sea level. But if you were to shrink Earth down to the size of an 8-ball, you wouldn't be able to detect Everest, the Mariana Trench, or, indeed, anything at all. And conversely, if you were to expand an 8-ball to the size of a planet, the imperfections of the ball would be larger, deeper, and taller than anything we have on Earth. A more astounding comparison can be made with a basketball, because if one of those was expanded to the size of the Earth, its 1.7 millimeter deep dimples would be about 300 kilometers deep. So compared to how rough most objects are, yeah, the Earth is pretty flat. And that, my friends, is how you clickbait flat earthers into boosting your view count. Idiots. At 4, dogs see the world in SlowMo. It's true, and it's not just dogs either. Animals that are smaller than humans and which possess faster metabolisms perceive time to move slower than we do, and thanks to the way the nervous system of an organism processes sensory information. This feature has been developed to help certain creatures react to their environment in an appropriate amount of time. For example, while a hawk may need to react fast to snare its prey, a tortoise's lifestyle means it doesn't need this ability. Scientists test animal time perception by measuring how quickly they can detect a flash of light in a second. And while humans come out at about 60 Hz, dogs are 1/3 slower at 80 Hz. Houseflies see things in super slow motion at 250 Hz. And your cute old kitty cat is actually worse at reacting than we humans are, as they operate at 55 Hz. The sea turtle's 15 Hz was the slowest reaction seen in one particular experiment, but we know that some deep-sea marine creatures have figures in the single digits and below. This knowledge makes me wonder about a few things. First of all, could there be a universe-sized being capable of viewing billions of years in no time at all? Also, we know we can manipulate time perception in humans, so how long before we get slow motion pills, which allow us to perform a Matrix-style bullet dodge? And finally, if dogs do see in slow motion, why do they fall for the fake-thrown stick trick every single time? 3. Placebos work, even if you know. Do human beings have the power to heal themselves? Might positive thinking be as powerful a medicine as those produced in the lab? Based on an investigation conducted at Harvard University, it certainly seems so. Dr. Ted Kapchuk is a professor of medicine who has proved on a number of occasions that certain symptoms, such as pain, nausea, and fatigue, can be helped with placebo pills, even if the patient is aware they're taking a placebo. And what's crazier is that it works even better if you tell someone they're taking a super-strength placebo. Kapchak points out that this doesn't work for every illness, and you're not going to cure cancer or prevent heart attacks with a few sugar pills. But for diseases which produce self-observed symptoms, such as irritable bowel syndrome or chronic fatigue, you may be able to reduce someone's suffering by inducing a mental treatment for the pain rather than simply blocking it off with painkillers. Clearly, the human mind possesses many great abilities, and we are nowhere near unlocking them all. Oh, and swearing loudly has also been known to reduce pain, so the next time you get a paper cut to the eye, feel free to let loose. Number 2. The coldest place in the universe is on Earth. When you imagine the vastness of space and the amazing collection of bizarre objects contained within, it seems odd that Earth should hold any sort of record at all. We're probably not the only place to harbor life. We're certainly not the only planet to hold water. But we may in fact be home to the coldest place in the universe. So where is it? And has anyone tried to lick it? Well, the coldest place we know of outside of Earth is the Boomerang Nebula, which is 5,000 light-years away and has a temperature of 1 Kelvin, or minus 272.15 Celsius. This cold spot was caused by the rapid expansion of gas generated by a dying star. But on Earth, our coldest spot is artificial, as it was created in a laboratory. In 2015, a team of MIT physicists cooled sodium-potassium atoms down to 0.0000005 kelvins, or minus 273.15 Celsius. And this record might be beaten later this year. In August 2017, NASA plans to send the Cold Atom Laboratory to the International Space Station, where they're going to try and freeze atoms to 1/1000th of a degree above absolute zero, at which point molecules stop moving. And my ex-girlfriend's heart seems to operate. Oh, and speaking of people, here's another interesting fact. Number 1. Humans are some of the biggest things in the universe. True dat. On a scale from the largest thing we know of all the way down to the smallest thing we've ever detected, humans are firmly entrenched in the larger half of that scale. We are closer in size to the entire observable universe, the area containing every star, planet, and galaxy we know of, than we are to the smallest measurement we know of, the Planck length. Crazy, right? I'll bet many of you have seen those incredible YouTube videos which zoom further and further out from our sun to bigger stars and galaxies which dwarf our tiny area of the cosmos. And these can make you feel completely insignificant. But you can counter that by going the opposite way. And when you do, it makes you realize you're actually rather important. Go check out Carrie and Michael Huang's awesome Scale of the Universe website if you don't believe us. When you do, you'll see that we're a far way towards the larger end of the scale, with the likes of red blood cells, chromosomes, and clay particles smack bang in the middle. Like Malcolm, except with fewer zany hijinks. Obviously, this fact changes if we find out the universe is infinite, but conversely, it could become even truer should we discover new things which are smaller than us too, or if things can be infinitely small. Pretty fascinating stuff, right? But did you know that there are many widely shared facts which sound true but are actually BS? And these so-called facts cover topics such as the world, your brain, and how often you can fold a piece of paper. You can find out more about this in our bonus video, BS Facts You Thought Were True, which you can watch on our Patreon page at patreon.com/Strange Mysteries. This can be accessed by becoming a Patreon and signing up for a bonus video access at $2 per month, which also allows you to help us decide what videos to make, find out which topics are in the pipeline, and ask the Strange Mysteries team any questions you might have about our work, our lives, or our checkered sexual past. Patreon has become necessary since, amidst the chaos of advertisers ditching YouTube due to a few nasty videos, All other creators like us are having our arms twisted to make ad-friendly content. But we'd rather make videos about the things that interest you, and our ability to do this relies on you. For $2 a month, we can provide awesome bonus content for each video. And eventually, with your support, we can go fully ad-free and dedicate our full videos to just the juiciest ideas packed full of the most mind-blowing content we can find. If you can afford it, our Patreon page can be found at this link here in the upper right with the exclamation mark circle, description box, or you can visit patreon.com/Strange Mysteries and sign up there. Then you can find out what you know that just isn't true. If you don't want to donate, then it's cool. We still love you, and we'll continue to provide the best content we can under YouTube's restrictions. As you'll see if you watch our recent video on 4 things you're not supposed to know.